Well, Chicago's Democratic Mayor Brandon Johnson snapping at a reporter who used the phrase illegal alien. Watch.
We don't have illegal aliens.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's from some sort of sci-fi message that you would have had. Well, listen, the legal term for my people were slaves. You want me to use that term too? So look, let's just get the language right. We're talking about undocumented individuals that are human beings. The last thing that I'm going to do is accept the type of racist, nasty language to describe human beings.
Washington Congresswoman and Squad member Pramila Jayapal rushed to Johnson's defense.
Undocumented presence in the United States is not a criminal offense. And so thank you for the clarification on language.
While Johnson was focusing on language, chaos was unfolding in his city. Agitators confronted ICE and Border Patrol agents several times, and officials say they were forced to use tear gas to disperse the crowds. Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons addressed the dangers agents face on Saturday in America. Watch.
I think a lot of this is, we need to have common sense conversations, right? We need to stop all the rhetoric. ICE is doing a law enforcement mission. That's what we are sworn to do, and that's what we are signed up to do. We don't want to be doxxed. We don't want our families threatened. We don't want assassination attempts like Brett pointed out. We're coming off a sniper attack in a major U.S. city where that lone sniper, that domestic terrorist, had an app that showed the location of ICE agents and officers that could be tracked. Yet they want to go ahead and demonize us, call us Nazis, call us Gestapos.
Yeah, and Kaylee, I haven't heard the mayor talk about the vernacular of demonizing ICE agents, but somehow he's fixated on the illegal alien phrase that is codified in our statutes.
Exactly. So his problem is nomenclature, language, wording of what we call illegal immigrants, illegal aliens, not what he and his governor have called ICE agents, who are heroic, who have found themselves under attack at that Dallas ICE facility where bullets rained down from someone who had an unequivocal motive to attack ICE. But his language concern is for the criminal illegal immigrant. What's amazing is Todd Lyons told me Saturday, hey, when I was in studio for Brett Baier, so too was Pritzker, the governor of Illinois. He said we were in the studio at the same time. And I said, did he know you were there? He said, no. He said, but I would have loved to just sit down and talk to him face to face. And you remember Brett Baier said to Governor Pritzker, would you go on a ride along with ICE? And he just kind of said, and I'm paraphrasing here, no, not interested, don't need that. And Todd Lyons said, I'd invite you and everyone to come with us to see what we're doing, to see the good work that we are doing. Take him up on that, Pritzker. You didn't get to talk to him in the D.C. bureau at Fox News. Go on a ride along, see what they're doing, instead of sitting in the safety of your studio and running your mouth and talking about Nazis in comparisons to our federal law enforcement.
Yeah, he said, no, I don't need to. I see it on the internet. Tommy, you guys cover this on the big weekend show, too. Tell us your thoughts.
Well, you make a great point. It's the same way Democrats didn't want to cover the wide open border until they were all but forced to. Remember when our Fox News cameras and drones and Bill Maloogian and others were down there covering the invasion, and the other Democrats and other mainstream media just wanted to look away. It's similar to them not wanting to go on the ICE ride-along. Speaking about dehumanizing people, Nazis, Gestapo, that's what they call ICE agents. It's also what they call conservatives and President Trump, right? So again, please get out your violin for the illegal aliens. I would also say this. If Mayor Brandon Johnson believes that illegal alien refers to a race, that's actually the racist part of this equation, because illegal alien is a category and a classification based on a voluntary action, not a skin color. So if you associate illegal alien with black or brown people, that's a you problem, Mayor.
But you know why he does that? Because like the word race, racism, the explosive wording on the left also includes slavery, the Holocaust. There's some words that they're hoping to trigger people with to get them on their side. So if one isn't working, they're going to use the next one. By the way, alien is in the Constitution. And it simply means it's a legal term for a person who is not a citizen or national of the United States. To say illegal alien, according to this following, would be redundant. But alien is in there. So when you say illegal alien, you're basically saying an illegal, which is true.
Yeah, and it's codified in the statutes. I'm reminded of a friend of mine who took the LSATs, and there was a question there about aliens, and she thought the whole question was about like Martian aliens.
Oh, goodness.
Needless to say, she didn't do well and didn't go to law school. But the whole point is it's sort of like, don't dabble in nomenclature if you're not prepared and understand what the legal ramifications are.
Is she in Congress now by any chance?
Oh, my goodness.
Because it could be Pramila Jayapal, and a quick fact check on her. It actually is an unlawful criminal act to cross the border illegally, just to point that out. I am very confused on this slavery point that the mayor brought up. He said, the legal term for my people were slaves. Do you want me to use that term too?
It wouldn't apply.
What? Like, we do call people who were enslaved slaves. It's not a derogatory term. It's not a defense of the evil institution. But to my knowledge, there isn't some new politically correct term for slaves. They were slaves who were enslaved against their will, Tommy, to your point, whereas illegal immigrants willfully engage in unlawful activity, coming to this country or staying in this country against our laws. That is such a morally bereft comparison, but it's what he goes to instantly to try to shut down a conversation that they're losing, by the way. They're losing this discussion. They want to decriminalize illegal immigration. The American people were fed up with it. And to say, oh, yeah, to say illegal alien or illegal immigrant is somehow akin to slavery or that terminology is just insulting. But no one believes that.
If they cared that much, Guy and Emily, don't you think that they would have wanted to close the border? Do you know what was slavery in this country? What was happening to those young girls and women? The sex trafficking, turning them into sex slaves. That's a real thing. But I never heard it until it was political fire back at the other side.
Yep. Yeah. Always hypocrisy on the left.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.